Hey Cashanista friends, it's Cashanista here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I achieved this nail look right here. So lately I've been doing a new nail method, and that is using the Builder gel. So this is what I'm going to be doing today instead of my typical just gluing on a press on and doing it that way. I'm using this IBD gel. And mind you, I'm so new at doing this, so not a pro whatsoever. But I've been thugging it out. I think I'm learning. This is the nail maker thing. It comes in this huge roll like this, and you just peel off each sticker. But I already had one made that I've been using, so I'm just gonna continue with this one. I'm just gonna place it under my real nail there and fold it once it's placed correctly. Like so. Now I'm going to take my nail primer. This is the one I'm using. I'm going to, this is coming loose. I'm just going to apply it to the nail. I'm going to apply 2 coats of this to the nail, and this is just to help the nail stay on, to help the gel stay on your nail and to prevent lifting. And I'm actually supposed to let this dry before I apply the next coat, so I'm just going to let this dry for a second. Now I'm just applying the second coat of it on there. I'm going to wait a second till it dries before I proceed with the gel. Okay, so I'm going to take my gel and a little brush here. And the Builder gel is very thick in consistency. As you can see, it's really thick, so I've been kind of like twirling it a little bit to get the little, excess gel off. And I've just been dabbing it in the center of my nail first and then extending it up. So I'm just really dragging it up onto the paper to make the shape of the nail. And as you can see, I'm going for the stiletto shape, so I'm just going to drag it to make that shape. Now that I've pretty much dragged it out, I'm just going to pat it down and towards my cuticle, but I'm being like super careful to not touch my cuticle, which is kind of hard. Well, I guess it's hard because I really don't know what I'm doing, but I'm making it work. And I'm also trying to make sure that I'm not making the gel too thick by my cuticle, because I don't want a huge hump down there. Because like I said, the gel is pretty thick, so it's like I have to keep moving it around to make sure it doesn't, a big glob doesn't accumulate in one spot. Okay, I think that's good. You probably can't even tell on camera, can't see where it stopped, but you'll be able to tell in a second. So now that I've done that, I've been kind of flipping it over just because from what I've seen or what I've learned, once you flip it over, it kind of makes the gel center a little bit or even out some. So I've just been flipping it over for a few seconds. And then I'm going to get my LED lamp and cure it in the lamp. Now I'm going to go in again with a second coat of the gel. I'm just layering it on top of the shape that I've already created. Now I'm just going to cure this in the lamp again. And this already looks pretty thick, but I'm just going to go on top again with one last coat just to kind of even it out some. Now that's the last time, so I'm ready to remove the paper. So I'm just going to move the paper. And this is what I have. You can't really see because the nail is clear, but that's how the nail looks. So now that I have my shape, I'm just going to go ahead and file it to make sure it's the correct height, not height, make sure it's the correct length. So this is what I have afterwards. So of course I've already buffed these nails, but so I'm going to take my cuticle oil and put it on my cuticles. Rub that in, wash my hands, and be right back. So now I'm just going to go ahead and get started with the polish. I'm going to first take my primer, and this is the primer for the gel polish, so it's different from the first primer I used. I'm just going to apply it to all of the nails. I'm going to go in with 3 coats of this pink chiffon rose polish to all fingers. I'm gonna cure it in the lamp after each coat. Now I have my coats of pink polish on. I'm gonna go in with my no wipe top coat and place this on all of the fingers except for this one finger, because I'm not using chrome at all on this finger. So I'm just gonna put it on the ones that I will be applying the chrome powder to. Now I'm going to take my chrome powder and apply it to these 2 nails first, the index finger and my pinky finger. Now I'm going to apply the powder only to the tip of this middle finger. And then I'm going to kind of drag it down so that it's not a straight line and more of the ombre. Now I'm going to take my gel adhesive here. Take this little brush and apply the gel adhesive as a straight line on this finger, like so. Then I'm going to take my rhinestones, take this little wooden stick, dip just a little bit of that same gel on it just so I can grab the rhinestones, and start placing them on top of the gel. Okay, once I have them placed where I want them to be, I'm good to go there. Now I'm just going to take this little brush here and dust away the extra powder on these fingers. And before I cure the rhinestones, I'm just going to take the same no wipe top coat and apply to all of the fingers except this one. I'm just going to cure the whole hand. And this is my final look. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I will see y'all next time.